AD is injured. I didn't see a line for the Lakers. FanDuel does have some teams to make and not make the playoffs. They have odds up for that, but not for the Lakers. Boy, now it is really getting close to even. Martin, what would you say? I mean, I'm trying to think. Are they in 10th? Obviously, it's different. Now, to make the playoffs, you get the benefit of the play-in if you do fall in the top 11 there, but then you have to get out of that to the top 8 in order to make the playoffs. Tank top to your head, Martin? Are you taking the Lakers make it or don't make it?
I'd say they don't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is insane to think that an Anthony Davis and LeBron James team with just 3 other people on the court are not going to be one of the 8 best teams in whatever conference they're in. But I don't think it's going to happen. Really kind of been waiting for this the last 2 years to see this Lakers team dominate. And people will hold up and talk about, hey, they were up 2-1 on the Suns in the first round. And I think that's kind of the point, right? We're talking about how they're winning first rounds. This is supposed to be LeBron's swan song. AD's supposed to be the best player on the court. That whole bubble transition, that's how it was supposed to go. And it didn't. And now Russell Westbrook's there, so he's an easy scapegoat, but also incredibly, ridiculously, mind-numbingly, you can't say bad, but you definitely can't, he just, does things, and it's like, how are you one of the best 75 players of all time? And I'm not saying that you're not. It's just how can you both do these things? How can these two exist in the same person? But then all that to say, the Lakers have no way out. They're going to keep running this back, and it's not going to work. So
in the future, Well, they're 4 games under 500. They're currently in 9th, which isn't terrible, but they're 9-18 on the road. I'm looking and won 3 of their last 10. And LeBron is still working it, man. He is just he kind of looks unstoppable. We saw him in that Utah game, but my God, when Anthony Davis is falling on the floor, I talked about his acting abilities. LeBron James, how does he not laugh? I mean, every time AD goes down 10, 12, 14 times a game, he's keeping a straight face. But Shaq, what would you, I saw a couple of weeks ago, there was a line over under 2.5 playoff games won by the Lakers. That's got to be down to 1.5 at this point.
Well, first of all, you're right. It's funny. It's a funny paradox that Marty mentions that Russ, it's funny in the way you sort of couched it. You have LeBron and AD and 3 other guys. It's like, yeah, but you have this historically great guy, but of course he's not that. It's like Peyton Manning on the 2015 Broncos. Like, he's the name brand, but he's not the guy who you think he is anymore. So that's kind of sad. The point is that it's supposed to be AD's time. He's supposed to be one of the 3 best players in the league, and he's not anywhere close to that. And it doesn't help that the way he dresses himself with the spandex or whatever you call it looks like he's literally mummified himself because he's so injured. But what's funny about the fact that you can't find odds to make the playoffs for the Lakers is that they sit at 4th with the 4th best chance to get to the finals out of the West. Now, I don't think many people are betting that, but I know I'm reacting to name brand a little bit here, but if AD over this fortnight can get right, I do think that obviously star power still matters. LeBron and AD is going to be enough. They're definitely going to make the playoffs. I definitely like them getting into the playoffs and being a team that you don't want to catch. If there are really 2 or 3 teams that feel reasonably have a chance of surviving the West to get to the finals this year. The Lakers aren't one of them, but I think that'd be a tough draw, and I think they're almost certainly going to be in there. They're going to hit the gas.
It's a tough draw. They can't win these long series, though. They can't win. They can't grind out 6-game series in a row, right?
Probably. To get to the finals. No. I just think I wouldn't want to catch. I don't want to catch. Wait, we won the conference. The Lakers. All this load management and all that crap. LeBron knows what he's doing. He's been around for a while. I do buy that he's going to hit the gas now, and they're gonna make a push.
It's not enough. He's hitting the gas. He's got great numbers. It's crazy.
They can hit the gas. They just got 3 flat tires, so it doesn't really. They ain't going nowhere.
Expensive.
They're stuck in mud.
I made 2 big bets.
Plus, $5.15 a gallon out there in LA.
Yeah, it's a lot. I saw 6 at one point. I made 2 big individual bets preseason. One was terrible. It was Zion to win most improved player.
You don't know. He might have improved.
didn't have a chance. And then the other one also didn't have a chance. It was Russ to have most average assists per game. I got 10-1 odds there. And he's like 3.5 off the lead. He has 7.5 to Chris Paul's 10.7. So there you go. More losers there. By the way, the Knicks minus 8,000 to not make it. That is weird. That's weird, Martin. That Julius Randle experiment. And they paid him and so that they wouldn't have to give him $250 million. And I don't know. It's tough to be a GM. It seems easy to be a GM. Some teams just don't know how to do it. It doesn't help when like a James Harden could just be like, no, I'm not playing for this team. I'm not playing for that team. But minus 8,000 to not make it when they were really like even with the Hawks in that first round last year.
Well, think about the first, if you fell into a coma 3 weeks into this season and somebody woke you up right now, you'd be like, what? What do you mean the Knicks ain't make it? Well, of course, the Knicks were red hot. Everybody loved them.
You're not taking the Knicks to make it, are you, Martin? I mean, they're just they can't now at this point. Yeah.
No, the Tibbs regression is too strong now. I think that's it's wild that this league is like Tom Thibodeau. The idea that he can get his players to play hard and immediately gets them to win games and like have success, and then after a while they're like, I don't want to keep playing this hard, and then the teams lose. And I'm not saying that Tibbs is some great coach. But every time he goes into a new place, it's all about, he's such a great motivator. He really gets his guys to play. Well,
it seems like he lost the locker room. That might have been the case last year, but I think he lost the locker room. The Parlay Kid did like an 11-minute rant on Against All Odds about the Knicks and the Knicks fans and the doom and gloom. And he mostly blames Michelle Tafoya, but, oh no, that's another one. That's a whole different.